So we're going to make spaghetti and meatballs with a homemade meatball recipe, and it's gonna be delicious. So let's whip it up. So the key is to make your meatballs very moist, and you can do that with some breadcrumbs, and of course, I threw in some chili crunch in there, and we're gonna mix it with some milk. So let's mix that. So we're gonna set it aside. And let's mix our meatballs. I have about 2 pounds of meat in here, ground beef, and we're gonna add some grated garlic. And then the spices. Parsley, garlic, salt, pepper. Blend, it's wonderful. For good measure, I'm gonna put in some chili garlic. Let's give it a kick. And then I am actually going to add in some grated parmigiano-reggiano. So then we're gonna add in 2 eggs, and I have some free-range eggs from my friend Sam. She has like 8 chickens in her backyard and she loves it, but they started laying eggs, and so I benefit from it. So we're gonna add in those 2 free-range eggs. I love them. They're so cute. So we're gonna eat them. So let's add in our 2 eggs. And then we're going just to mix it. Some people use a mixer, but I find that if you just take your hands, make sure they're clean, that way you can just squeeze all of those ingredients together. Our breadcrumbs are nice and they're moist. They soaked up all of the juices. And so we're just gonna add this to our meatball mix. We're gonna mix it one more time. I smell the cheese in there, which is gonna make it so much better. Now, it depends on how big you want your meatballs. So you can make them as big as you want or as little as you want. But I have like a little mini scooper. So I'm just gonna take the scoop, roll it, and drop it. I have a cookie sheet and I sprayed it with some coconut oil. You can use whatever you have. I like Pam too. Pam is good. So I want to lock in the flavors because there's nothing like biting into a meatball that is bland and you can't taste anything, and it just tastes like you're chewing on hamburger meat. It's gross. So you want them to be flavorful and moist, and so I'm going to add on top of this just some garlic salt. You can just do whatever you want, even just simple, some more salt and pepper, which is good. And then I'm gonna lock it in with a spray of some coconut oil. 425 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes that we're gonna stick it in the oven. So now let's make our homemade sauce, semi-homemade because I'm using canned tomatoes, but that's okay because I'm all about shortcuts. So in the pot right now, I have some ghee. It's about 3 tablespoons of ghee with some garlic. And we're going to let that just melt and marry together. If you have an onion, chop it up, throw it in and let it simmer in there. I don't have an onion, so I'm actually gonna cheat. I'm gonna use some minced, which adds just a little bit of crunch and flavor. You can do whatever you have. It'll be great. And so now let's add in our tomato paste, a little small thing of tomato paste. Use it all. Unless you're cutting it in half, then just do 4 tablespoons. So let's mix all that together. And then we're gonna deglaze it with some red wine. If you don't wanna use the red wine, you can always sub for some chicken broth, beef broth, or even just water. I grabbed our red wine, our Cabernet Sauvignon at Aldi. It's super cheap and it's really good to cook with. This is about a cup. We're gonna let that simmer for just a couple of minutes. That's gonna give you a nice, good, thick base for your sauce. The tomato sauce, I'm gonna do 4 cans. I'm gonna do 2 of the sauce. And then I'm gonna do 2 diced. If you don't have tomato sauce, use the crushed, mix and match. I actually love doing that actually. Mixing and matching tomatoes. Okay, you ready? Yes. We're gonna do some Italian seasoning. Let's pretend we live in Italy. Just kidding, but I do wanna go. Take me. And then I'm gonna do some garlic powder. So Italian seasoning, garlic powder, and then we're going just to mix it. We're gonna add some salt, pepper, but of course I'm just gonna do the blend. Adds a little bit of salt to it. And you can always adjust your flavors later. Taste it later and see, do I need to add more salt, more pepper, garlic, whatever. And then I'm also going to add in some sugar. You wanna do the sugar if you wanna balance out those acidity flavors, and also just because I like it a little sweet. So we're gonna add sugar. You can also do brown sugar if you want. I say whatever you have in your pantry, do it. I have both, but the sugar was actually closer to me than the brown sugar, so we're going with sugar. Again, taste it, adjust your flavors a little later because our taste buds are different. So do what you like. All right, let's taste it. The flavors balance perfectly. Not too sweet, not too salty. So we're going to just add the top on, and then we're gonna wait for the meatballs to cook, and then we are going to throw it together. And they smell so good too. I wish you could smell it, because they smell good. 2 paper towels, squeeze it together, and just put it in another pan. And then we're going to put them in the sauce. Unless you like the fat, then keep it. I don't like it. So we're gonna drain it. Meatballs in the pot. There we go. Whew. Look at that. Let that simmer for a little bit, and then let's cook our noodles. So cook your noodles according to the box. I suggest about 6 to 7 minutes if you like al dente. And then if you like them overcooked, do like 8 or 9, but nobody likes overcooked. So do al dente. Make it look pretty. Just kidding, because you're gonna eat it. You gonna help me eat this? Oh, that's hot. All right, some more parmigiano-reggiano on top. You have to have a good cheese. Oh, look at it just melting. If you don't have a nini, a Thai nini that crushes their own red pepper, you need to get one because she does it for me. Oh, I'm just gonna sprinkle it right on top. You can do this or not, but it makes it so much better. Let's dig in. Oh, it just melts. Itadakimasu. The red pepper went up my nose. The sauce, the meatballs, literally melted in my mouth. Try it, you're gonna love it.